The internet's faceless boyfriend has something to say, so listen up. Plus, your very first AI assistant just made her video game debut. Today on SVG News, we're hanging out with two of your favorite disembodied voices.
Finally, the voices!
The enigmatic corpse husband has gained a huge following in the last year or so, and it is easy to see why. Speculation surrounding the YouTuber's true appearance, along with his famously deep voice and fan interaction, has certainly kept viewers tuning in.
Life is about a speedrun. If you don't speedrun life, life will speedrun you.
Corpse Husband has recently revealed just how grateful he is to his fans for their support. In a clip from Corpse Husband's channel, the YouTuber opened up a bit about his personal life while streaming Among Us. As he carried out his character's tasks, Corpse Husband told his viewers that he wanted to share a story with them. According to Corpse Husband, his rise to popularity could not have happened at a more ideal time.
I would be absolutely right now if like I didn't come up at the time I did.
The YouTuber has told viewers before that he struggles with a few chronic illnesses, some of which have cast a shadow of doubt on his streaming future. Before becoming a breakout YouTube star, Corpse explained in the clip he had gone completely broke from paying his medical bills. In addition, he was paying his mother's rent, since she is unable to work.
I would be so in medical debt, constantly not be able to go to my appointments. My mom would be homeless. Like, you guys really came in clutch, like right at the right time.
Corpse added that becoming popular even a single month later would have made a monumental difference in the lives of his family members.
The timing couldn't have been any better. So just thank you guys so much for everything.
Fans on social media have made sure to let Corpse Husband know that the feeling is mutual. At least a few fans have said that Corpse Husband's content also helped to save them when they needed it most. One person wrote, quote, "I'm just very grateful to be a fan of Corpse's in this moment in time, and glad we were here to support him when it's most vital." Corpse Husband seemingly came out of nowhere in the relatively recent past. He rose to prominence through his readings of scary stories and his original songs, which have attracted millions of listens. Corpse Husband has also teased the possibility of doing regular Twitch streams, but that has yet to happen. It's clear that his fanbase is happy to support whatever his future endeavors may be. Whatever they end up being, however, they surely will have nothing to do with aluminum foil.
Hey Omega, why do we have muscles?
Muscles are used by organic beings to run away from battle.
Why?
Because organic beings are weak.
Voice assistants are all the rage these days. Regardless of which smartphone you own or which smart speaker sits in your house, you likely have a virtual human voice ready to give you directions to the nearest coffee shop or guide you through the many dangers of Skyrim.
You are out of health potions.
How many wheels of cheese do I have left?
473.
Okay, I eat all the cheese. I eat all of the cheese.
Or hey, you could even use it to tell you the release date for Elden Ring. The answer to that one, by the way, there are 3 hints.
Never, never, never!
There's Alexa, there's Google Assistant, somehow there's still Bixby, but the voice that arguably started it all is Apple's own Siri. And if you happen to be playing through Persona 5 Strikers in the very near future, you might feel a bit of déjà vu as you watch a particular scene play out. There's a reason for that.
Hi, my name is Susan Bennett, and I'm a voice actor and the original voice of Siri.
According to the website voicebot.ai, which covers all things voice and artificial intelligence, the original voice of Siri makes an appearance in Strikers. Susan Bennett, who held the role for the first few years of Siri's run, makes a cameo in the game as, you guessed it, a voice assistant. Bennett is now an AI named Emma.
Emma, list recommended camping gear.
I have compiled a list of items recommended for camping.
If you used Siri back in its early days, the voice you hear in this latest Persona spin-off is unmistakable. What's more, Bennett actually seemed pretty jazzed about playing the part. Back on February 20th, she tweeted out, "Check out Siri Susan as Emma on the new Persona 5 Strikers game." Yes, even years removed from her role as Apple's assistant, she still found time to serve up a reminder to her fans about her next appearance. Of course, Bennett is no longer the voice of Siri these days, but if you want a trip down memory lane, back to when your iPhone was much smaller and you could use it to meet with friends out in the world, you might want to pick up Persona 5 Strikers. The game launched on February 20th, and you can get it on PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Maybe you can even use Siri to buy it.